Hey guys, what's going on today? We're just gonna get a quick video going. Wow, that was a great intro. Okay, let's try again. This is gonna be your demo and discussion video for November 2nd of 2022. I'm probably not gonna be in, at least in the morning, and again, morning defined as before 8 a.m. Most of the time I'm here by 4:45. On a good day, we're 52 on a normal day. But anyways, so I have practice at 8:30 p.m. tonight. I don't know how it's gonna go. Normally my bedtime is 9 p.m. and I'm usually like napped at least once by 8:30. So I'll keep you guys posted on how this goes. I don't know if it's gonna go that well, but so I am going to utilize our new system that we're just putting in. Key fob system worked perfect this morning. Everybody got in. We didn't lock anybody out. Everybody was able to get back out the door. So it did its purpose. It's all running exactly as planned. So this is that next piece. So what happens when I'm not there? Okay. First of all, we're going to hit a programming day that doesn't need just absolute focus and discussion. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to apply this video and allow you guys to work it from there. Okay. So let's go ahead, take a look at what we have going on for strength. I'm gonna go ahead and share this with you guys. Oh, look at me, I'm all right here a little. Let's make me bigger. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at this. So we're gonna start minutes 0 to 10. So we're gonna hammer this out so we get an hour in, and that's it. This is what we want. This is the point of our programming, is to invest or be the most efficient with an hour of our time so we get back out, we live our lives, we go to work, hang out with our families, we apply all this fitness that we've gained in the facility. So minutes 0 to 10, we're gonna hit an AMRAP. It's gonna be 8-band pull aparts, 8-band standing rows, 8-band shoulder press, and then on down to 8 box jumps. And note on that there's step downs, okay? Most of the time when there's any injury, especially as we age, it's not the jump up onto the box. It's actually the amount of force applied when we jump down. So be aware of that. We're priming the system because if you're going to take a peek a bit lower, at that 10-minute mark, we're going to start into our EMOMs. We actually have 3 different EMOMs today. We have a strict press EMOM, which is going to roll right into a push press EMOM, which is going to roll right into a split jerk EMOM. Okay, so how that's going to look, you're going to see the rep scheme breakdown here. Minutes 1 through 3, we're hitting 3 reps. We're going to start this whole day out at 50% of our 1 rep max strict press. Okay, so from there, we're going to hit the first 3 minutes at 3 reps, hopefully adding a little bit of weight. Remember, it's strict press. There's some guys out there that have a decent strict press, but for most of us, it's tiny in comparison to a split jerk. Okay, so be aware of those things, that when I say, hey, let's add each round, you might be adding 2.5 pounds. There's a set or two in here, like 1.25 pounds. For some of us, that's what we're going to be adding. And we might be starting with a lighter barbell. Okay, so make sure that we understand that concept of when we're adding. For a strict press, it might not be a lot. So we're going to hit minutes 1 through 3 is at 3 reps, minutes 4 through 6, 2 reps. Those final 4 rounds are going to be at 1 rep. So if you're feeling good, you might PR during this workout. If you're not feeling so great, keep it below 90%. What day is it today? So I'm recording this on Tuesday. Today's workout was a good workout. Okay, there was absolute effort in that strength component, and then moving on into a decent conditioning piece. So do be aware of what's your week has been so far when you're trying to judge yourself when that weight maybe isn't moving as good. So right after that EMOM, we are rolling right into the next EMOM, which is with a push press. Hopefully, whatever you finished your strict press max at, that's what we're going to start our push press at. If that seems a little bit too heavy, always shut it down. All right. So after that, same scenario. We have 3 minutes of 3 reps, 3 minutes of 2 reps, 4 minutes of a single rep. Again, hitting on the minute, every minute for 10 minutes. We're going to roll directly into our split jerk AMRAP. Nope, EMO. That's gonna, you might shut down in the beginning. Some people's push press is really close to their split jerk. And that only actually happens because the technique isn't quite there. So they're really getting that good load and push, but that split to get back underneath of it isn't occurring as good as it could. So if you need to, again, shut that down. Okay, that's going to be the scaling throughout this 30-minute piece is shed the weight down, start appropriately, build throughout. If you're not feeling great, keep it below 90%. Those are the recommendations. If you carb loaded, you ate all the Halloween candy, then and your body is feeling amazing, utilize that and go for a new one rep. All right. Also, make sure that you utilize the push press training app. If you don't have that or you're not quite sure how to use everything with it, give me a text. Let's set up a time so that I can get you in here. Also, remember, I'm not going to be here during this session. Film yourself. If you're not sure on that split jerk, film yourself, text it to me. Let me help you, and we can do a video breakdown of it. I slow-mo it. I do bar paths. I do all of those things. So send me that stuff. Believe it or not, I like the nerdy element to lifting and to programming. So that part's kind of fun for me. Okay, so when we're done with working through those split jerks, okay, we're going to go ahead and move on to the conditioning piece. But let's take just a quick pause. I'm going to do, let's do a little bit different share here. Okay, let's move through these and let's look at them. Shoulder press, also known as a strict press. Those two are going to be very similar. Okay, basically all this is this is going to be shoulder to overhead, no leg. Okay, so it's nice tight core. Make sure, as you'll see with her, she has a nice tight core, lifting it all the way up over our head, no leg. My biggest keys here, don't punch that thing out in front of you. Okay, up, right over your head. I always cue ears in line with arms. Okay, that's a really easy physical cue for everybody. So that's your shoulder press. Okay, as we move on, let's go on to the push press. Push press gets a little bit more fun because we get to put legs involved with it. All right, so push press, exact setup, exact start as a strict press. We're going to get underneath that bar, take a step back from our rack, set that core, get our glutes engaged, everything's engaged, and we're going to dip drive. We're going to punch that bar up. I always say we're taking the elevator up. So we punch, and then we continue that ride up, finish that lockout, okay? So there's his start, there's his load. You'll see him coming into that. And then when he's ready to go, here's where that power comes from. He's going to do a triple extension. You're going to see ankles, knees, and hips extend. That energy created through that movement, we're going to punch that thing through the ceiling. And that's our goal right there. Again, the finish is the same position. Arms locked out, ears are in line with arms. That's when we know we're in a really good rep, in a good position, sitting right there. Okay, and then that final EMOB is coming into a split jerk. Okay, split jerks are always done with the same foot forward. Never do we split our feet. You'll find that in a CrossFit competition, they might say you have to alternate your feet, but we aren't CrossFitting. We are Olympic lifting. So when we're Olympic lifting,
today we're going to be going over the difference between a push press and a jerk. So today I have.
There we go. Scal's just chatting up a storm on a different channel. So again, we split jerk. We're always going to have that lead leg. It's always going to be the same. We're going to drive that bar. We're going to jump. As that thing starts coming up past our chin and our nose, we're getting back underneath it. We are jumping, as they say, underneath the bar. All right. So go ahead. You can study these. You'll see that I did do this with a video from CrossFit because they really break down and give you some good calming cues that will occur with these three lifts. Okay. So there's our lifts. Let's go ahead. Let's head back to our workout. And again, those videos are actually found in the strength piece. So you're going to be able to get right after it. Let's see if it moves my share or not. Don't know if it is. Let's just make sure. Okay. So let's go ahead, cruise down here. We're going to go pick our poison. We're going to not spell it correctly. Seems to be my mantra right now. There we go. That looks better. Okay, 20 minutes total of work. Again, this gets to be your 100%. This gets to be your 50 to 70%. All right. I program these days really specific, especially after a big day like we had on Tuesday. Wednesday, we're going to get after it. I'm going to allow you to get good solid cardio in. Let's not completely blow up the body today. So what we have, 20 minutes total, 4 sets of 4 rounds. Okay, those 4 rounds are 50 seconds of easy to moderate pace. So chug it along. You get to pick your piece, bike, row, or run. and then you're gonna take off and you're gonna go 100% for 10 seconds. Then we're gonna back it right back down. Try to not jump off the treadmill. Try to not do those things. Try to slow it down, control that breathing, moderate, easy pace. We're gonna go after it again. So 50 seconds easy to moderate, 10 seconds hard, all out effort. We're gonna hit that 4 minutes straight. Then you get a minute break. Then we repeat that effort. We do that series for a total of 4 times, which is going to be 20 total minutes of work, including that little bit of rest. So you have 2 options. You can stay on one machine. That's always an option, but you could also break it up and you could hit all the different machines if you'd like. So that's the session. Looks pretty good. I don't think it's going to be too bad for you guys. Some of you guys, it's going to be an excellent day. Some of you guys, it's going to be a really good training day. Okay. Don't expect a PR every time you come in here. Unfortunately, we are all at a good enough training age that we have to have really good technique. Everything has to be on point for those PRs to occur. So this is just that start. It's a really good base model. Make sure you guys log in those weighted results for both your strict press, your push press, and your split jerk. So when in the up and coming weeks, we can do percentage work based off those numbers. Okay. So as always, I am always here. Just because I think we've had a little bit of miscommunication, like I was going to be away from the gym more. In all reality, it's just a really nice balance in the mornings. I'm going to get to take maybe a couple mornings where I'm not up at 4 a.m. I haven't done that in quite a few years, like 12 or so. And then everybody will be in, everything will be in. My gym's open still for regular business hours, 8 to 5, and then we'll go from there. So understand, I'm always around. Give me a text if you need anything, have any questions, all that jazz. But let's go ahead. It's Wednesday. We have nothing to lose. Might as well get after it. See you guys.